there, my name is Caroline and welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. I've been away for almost over a month and a half, just taking a break. As I've said, I just posted a video a few days ago regarding my sewing plans, but I've been away so I could enjoy some time with my kids and my family during the summer. They're home. So we had a lot of things going on. You know, we had celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary and my husband's birthday in August 9th. And so it was it was nice. I took some time off from work and just, we were together. So welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. Thank you for joining me again. Hope you all didn't forget me. But anyway, Friday Sews was started by Today in Jen's Sewing Room. So I want to thank her for starting this hashtag so we could all get together, all of us sewers get together and talk about our sewing plans and what we've done and a little bit about life. So here goes. What I've done in the past month and a half is cutting out. I'll put a link to the video in the, I still don't know how to put on these cards and all that stuff. I'll just put it in the description of all the cutting plans that I did. I did a lot of cutting in the past 2.5 weeks. I am a big batch cutter, so I took 2.5 weeks to cut out like so many patterns. But I know some of you might think it's chaotic and you know, it's just too much. But I just like it that way. I have a small area to my sewing room, like half of this basement living room, and I just put away, I roll out the cutting table, and I don't like to keep putting it away, bringing it out for every time I finish a project. So I sit and I cut it out. So that's what I did. I cut out, I want to say about 10 to 12 sewing projects. Actually, I have to cut out one more this weekend. So I just want to get it over with. It's for a Cashmere Club pattern that I gotta send it out. It's given to us collaborators and I gotta send it out. Send the pictures out, so I'll be cutting actually more. But that's what I did. I also did an embroidery project. I have a beautiful embroidery machine, the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 2, which I gotta take a sip of coffee. Which my husband gave me when I finished my cancer treatments. It was so generous, and so I'm so blessed and grateful. So I love to actually machine embroider, and I do less of it, but I want to pick it up again. So I did start out to get these embroidery juices going. I did make, and I'll put a video up of how it's done, but just a little clip. I'll attach it to this. So I did this little zipper bag. I could have made this a little shorter, but it's just a zipper bag. Of course, it's a sewing machine. It's either going to be a sewing machine or cats. So I got this design from Disorderly Threads. It's an embroidery file that you get and load it onto your machine. So I use this actually to put my cash and my change in there, and I keep it in my purse, in my handbag. So whenever, even at work, when I have to go to the cafeteria at work, I just kind of grab this and run to the cafeteria or put my credit card in there. And so the one that I had was getting all the holy, it had holes on the bottom, and I just decided to make a new one. I think I'm going to make another one in another color or something, or the cat one with a shorter little ribbon. But I like it, so I'll try and you know, put a clip here of that embroidery, how I did it, just a 10-second clip. But that's what I did. So I cut out all these projects and I did that little embroidery bag. So what am I gonna do this next coming week? I think I have actually a few plans, but this week I am going to try and do the Love Notions summer K pants that I cut out of this fabric, and it's this design. So this is going to be close to me on my sewing machine. I cut out this view, but I don't want the slits on the side, so I'm going to try and do this one. Out of this is going to be on my, I didn't want to put a whole amount of things to do this week, because then I'll accomplish less when I see, you know, when I put more than a couple of projects close to me. Excuse me. So I'm going to try this, and then for work, and then I want to do this actually over the weekend, because I want to wear this to work on Tuesday. So it's the Itch to Stitch. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's the Icaria pants. I'll put a picture of the pattern, and I don't have the printed pattern in front of me, but I cut it out of, cut it out of this fabric. It has a nice pretty border before the summer ends. Actually, this pants, I think it also, depending on the fabric, you could make it for winter and just wear leggings or boots, or, you know, the tights. It would work well. So I'm going to try this for the fall. I want to wear it on Tuesday to work with a Love Notions t-shirt, classic t-shirt that I cut out. So that's going to be the first project I make. I want to wear it on Tuesday, so let's see what happens. And I always have a bonus pattern thing, just in case something happens and I don't feel like making it. I have a bonus, and that is a bonus pattern to go, and that's the Friday Pattern Company's Wilder gown, which I've made before out of this. It's all cut up and ready to go. This is my bonus one, just in case I end up for some reason or the other with a whole lot of time on my hands, which is not going to happen, but let's see. So those are my sewing plans. So I used to knit. Actually, right here is is a knitting project I did when I was quite a young girl. This was back in India, and my mother showed me how to make this. Now I'm not shy to say my age, so there you go. I am 50, so my mother showed me how to knit, and when I was growing up in India. And so she and I did this together when I want to say I was between the ages of 8 and 10. And we didn't have in India back then, we didn't have like lots of toys or anything. We went out and played, and, you know, but we seldom had toys. But I think someone, probably a missionary or someone, donated a doll, because I come from a 3-sister family. So someone gave us a doll, and then my mother taught me how to make this. It lasted. It's at least 40 some years old, like at least 40 years old. Isn't that so pretty? So I think I'm going to take up, and in between I've not knitted much, but I crochet a lot. So I got in the mood to knit, so I ordered this book from Amazon. I want to try and learn how to knit again, and I had this book in my stash, so I'm not sure. This one has a nice step-by-step instructions. I want to make a sweater, like a jumper, and this book has so many in there, and I was looking to make actually the one on the cover, so I'm familiar with knitting. And then I looked in my book cabinet in the back in my spare room, and I found this book, Teach Yourself Visually Knitting. So I love to look at books and pictures. So I'm going to try and knit. So this is not going to be a week thing, obviously. I'm going to try and make this as I sit in the evenings, and our family usually likes to have a little dinner, and then we watch a little TV together, even if it's just for, you know, half an hour, but we like to sit together and watch a family show or something. So at that time I was thinking I would knit instead of being on my phone scrolling, try and learn something. So that's going to be one of my projects, a long-term project. So another thing that I'm planning to do, and this is also long-term, maybe long-term, but I want to do it before the first frost hits Maryland. So I have at least, I want to say, about 60. I'm looking behind the camera. I have a whole stash, like buckets of PDF patterns. It's just occupying space. It's on a ledge next to the patio. I'm thinking of actually folding all these PDF patterns and putting them in files instead of in tubes, like just occupying space, because I want to bring all the plants in, and where these patterns are just occupying space, these tubs of over 60 to 80 patterns, I just want to take them out, fold them, and put all my plants there, because it's right in front of, you know, sunlight, and my plants will survive. So I think that'll be a better organization to just put them like in a filing cabinet, fold them up. So obviously some are a lot of pages, and I can't sit there and fold, you know, that many, but I want to fold at least, you know, 3/4 of them and put it away so I can put my plants where they're sitting before the frost. So those are my two long-term plans and 2 weekly plans. Like I said, there's nothing much about life. My kids are getting ready to go back to their universities. They're in their last year, and they're both applying to grad school. So, you know, so life will be back being busy. They both commute to school. And so, but you know, the house will be busy, people going in, out, and everything. Personal life, nothing other than getting in gear for the new school year, the fall, and things like that. But I'm so glad I came back. I was kind of feeling, I was like, do I want to do a Friday Sews? I was feeling, I didn't want it to feel like a chore, but something fun. I was feeling a little down because I haven't gotten on in a month and a half. But you know what? I said, let me come down and just do something like this that makes me happy. So I came and did it. It really lifted me up. So thank you, you know, Jen, and to getting us all going. It's just something fun to do, even if it's just one person watching. But as always, let me leave you with the Bible verse, and this is found in 3rd John chapter. It's just the book of John. It just has 3rd John. It just has one chapter here. I love this. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walketh in truth. It's 3rd John verse 4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walketh in truth. Thank you all for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, share, and follow me on Instagram if you'd like at Carolines_handmaids. Thank you all. Bye-bye. God bless you all.